Today's Spotlight on Naperville is brought to you in part by the following sponsors.
Welcome to Spotlight on Naperville, Community That Cares. I'm Nancy Wearsome. The nonprofit community is presenting some very special events and important messages. Today's show highlights 6 exceptional organizations, each committed to the vibrancy and well-being of our entire community. So thank you for joining us as we feature these extraordinary groups, all deserving of the spotlight. And we're going to open our show with the Cosley Zoo. So welcome to you.
Thank you.
We have Karen Romako is the education supervisor. So Tammy Romako,
Yes.
so welcome to you, Tammy.
Thank you.
And Karen Johnson is the
Hi.
zookeeper. So we're delighted to have you. And Karen, before we begin, I'm going to ask you to introduce your friends that you have with you.
Sure. This is one of our hedgehogs. This is Harry.
And you have
I have one of our Blandings turtles, which is one of our display animals. It's actually an Illinois endangered species.
oh wow, and they got to come out for a night out.
Yes, a night on the town.
And didn't you say the hedgehog is actually very young? So
He is
this
very young. Yeah, actually,
oh,
he's only 3 months old. We just acquired him recently, and he is one of our. He's not native to Illinois, so he's not on display at the zoo, but he is used, and he will be used in educational programs.
So he's having his first field trip.
Yeah,
right.
kind of a trial run for
Exactly.
him.
Well, good. Well, let's start, Tammy, by hearing a little bit about the Cosley Zoo.
Sure. Cosley Zoo is a 5-acre facility located in Wheaton. We display native Illinois wildlife and domestic farm animals. So we're a great place to visit with family and friends. Kids of all ages have a great time. And you know, it's a nice place to spend an hour or two. It doesn't have to take all the day, so you can fit it into your day a lot easier. Just as a last minute adventure out.
And I know I've been there, and it's just so inviting and friendly, and the kids can really get a real look at so many of your animals. Well, let's talk about some of the animals that we would find there. Obviously the hedgehog and the turtle.
Sure. Yeah. We have a bunch of native wildlife, like Tammy was saying. From bobcats to foxes, raccoons, a bunch of domestic farm animals. So, you know, your cows, llamas, pigs, donkeys, horses, sheep and goats, and chickens. We also have a bunch of birds of prey. So owls, hawks, and we also have a kestrel, an American kestrel, which is actually a small falcon. We also have a bunch of native birds that you can, potentially see in your own backyard as well.
Oh, so are there ways that we can find out, what to look for in our backyards with the birds?
Right, we have signage with all of our animals, so they would be identified. So if you see a bird in our exhibit, then you might also see it in your yard. You'd be able to make that connection.
And that's a really great thing for kids to be able to be looking for after they visit. So, and it's funny because with farm animals, I think, a lot of kids today haven't really seen a cow or a horse, up close. So you're very close. You're in Wheaton, right?
Yes. So it was I came directly from the zoo, and it took me about 35 minutes to your studio.
Oh, that's great. Well, you have some fall activities. Now, you're open all year.
Correct.
You just have different hours throughout the year. But right now, during this period of time, you're open daily from 9 to 5.
Yes.
But then you have some special fall activities.
We
So
do.
tell us about those.
During the month of October, we have our Pumpkin Fest. So that is a fundraiser for us. We do sell pumpkins. You can come in and get all your fall produce. But then we also have a straw pyramid and a cornstalk tunnel, just a few little additional activities for the kids to do. And that's all included with regular admission, which kids 17 and under are always free. So it's just a small fee for adults that are non-Wheaton Park District residents, and everybody can enjoy all of the festivities and the feel of everything.
And the animals while they're there.
And the animals as well, absolutely. And then from pumpkins, we move right into getting ready for Christmas, and we have our Festival of Lights and tree sales.
Sounds like fun. What's a corn tunnel?
Well, instead of a cornstalk maze, because we don't really have the space to do an entire maze, we just have a tunnel where the kids can adventure through, and because we do get
Kids and mom and dad.
exactly. So it's something that you don't have to worry about getting lost in by any means. So it's perfect for those younger visitors as well.
What are the typical ages that come to the zoo?
We get a lot of families with everything from real little ones up to usually probably 8 or 10, but it's a place that everybody can enjoy, especially if they have a love or interest in animals.
And some unusual animals too. Oh, now he's waking up. Now, it was interesting. I was on your website, and you have some very fun, unusual, your backpack tours. Tell us about the backpack tours.
Backpack tours are an opportunity for families to experience the zoo a little bit differently. They can check out a backpack for a very small fee, $2, and inside of the backpack are different activity stations. So that you read the directions and you go to station 1, you pull out the package for station 1, and you do that activity as a family to help you kind of experience the zoo in a little bit different light. Maybe think about things that you hadn't before. If you're doing the habitats pack, it might lead you to an exhibit and talk about what the native habitat for an animal would be and have you look for those things in its exhibit. How are we providing naturalistic exhibits and that type of thing.
So it makes it even more experiential then.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, fun. And then Wild Nights, I have to ask about that. Wild Nights at the zoo. Tell us about that.
Those are our overnight programs that we offer. They're designed for groups like scout groups or youth groups. Where they can come to the zoo and spend the night, either bringing their own tents and sleeping outside, or we do have an indoor space where they can sleep in climate controlled. So we can actually offer those year round.
Sure.
And they have a night hike and evening program, get an experience to see the zoo at night after everybody's gone home and the zoo is closed. It's a totally different opportunity
and I
for
suppose
them.
some animals are quieter during that time and some are louder, and so you get the whole experience.
Yeah.
Well, we thank you for being on and for bringing Harry and your turtle there, and we hope everyone will make a visit to the Cosley Zoo.
Thank you very much.
You are very welcome. And we're going to take a very short break. When we come back, we'll visit with some cats, so don't go away. So just stay there for a moment.